Given the list that is provided, have I heard of anyone, or at least heard of the people with these names? Since it's been over a month and I've been kind of doing background checks I can with people if they were involved with the island or just generally living.
Roll me some history. Okay, so there are a few names that stick out here to you. One of them is the second spirit, Feodrin. Ugh, I'll get these right. You notice the name Winterborn. The name Winterborn is the name of a prestigious family here in Ship's Haven, primarily known for Thayer Winterborn, who is a businessman, owns a large network of ships, essentially, that run things around. His family is very well known. And actually, for you, Karma, that name also rings a bell. That happens to be the last name of a friend of yours.
Guys, I don't mean to be a killjoy here, but a lot of the people on this list don't seem to be very good people.
I kind of got a similar vibe from that too. Well, except for the first name at least, but...
Yeah, some of them seem innocent enough, but I think more than half are, like, murderers.
Also for you, Abraxas, Vanderthorn would be a name that you would recognize. The Vanderthorns are also another wealthy prestige in the city.
Are they prominent individuals, or are they kind of like your average nobility, like they don't kind of care about?
They're well known in the city. They're businessmen. They sit on councils in the cities. Everybody knows their name.
Hey, guys, what's this Winterborn Academy?
Here. My worry is, why does this strange man who won't talk to anybody want us essentially murderers roll spirits and hand them over to him?
If you want to hear my working theory, it's that his master is a necromancer of some sort. But that's just...
I kind of disagree with that, but what I'm saying is, even your average necromancer doesn't want murders to be resurrected. Does he want these spirits to resurrect the original murderers? Is another question. Other than the first kid, most of them don't look like the very savory characters he wants to be messing about with.
I don't know that much about ghosts or spirits. I mean, ghosts are supposed to be like unfulfilled deaths, right? People who died without doing what they wanted to do in life or something like that.
Hey, but these look more like vengeance spirits.
Yeah.
I'm thinking our Dom is... I'm still kind of puzzled. What does he want these?
I am with you, Paladin. There's something really greasy about all this. Really nefarious.
I still have this message. Maybe we can use it to ask anything like this. Maybe it's better to ask than someone who's got access to the largest library on the planet.
Who are you wanting to ask?
Right.
I think the consensus is we find this guy suspicious.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's insight check. I mean, you really can't get a vibe off of this guy. Like, he seems like maybe he's not telling you the whole truth, but at the same time, Dom kind of looks like he scared the daylights out of him, so why would he not point?
Well, that's kind of what Dom does. Isn't
Dom, it's not that you're not a people person. It's just sometimes you can come off a bit broad.
He comes off really paladin, like he's got a stick up his butt. But that's not what I'm worried about here. I tell him that all the time. But that's not what worries me. The list. These are not good people. Somebody just murdered them and they're sad and we need to save them. What's wrong with these people? Put them to somebody we didn't know what they want. Them.
We don't have.
They could be feeding them to a demon.
And I'm saying we don't do that. We just put the. Who says we have to do what this guy says?
Burn their bones and let them go?
I don't know. I don't know anything about ghosts.
Dungeons and Dragons that does that?
Yeah, does anybody here is to rest?
No, at least I don't have magic, and I doubt my mother is type 2.
Woman of religion, correct?
exterminate them.
But Dom, don't you know people who might?
Might. I think I might. But I have to go talk.
What time of day is it, right?
It's in the evening.
Dinner at night.
Well,
Yep.
if anything, we can maybe at least scout out some of the areas and maybe get a better reading on these locations so we know what we're dealing with. I mean,
It's not a bad idea.
Domby kind of listening in on your conversation.
Well, some of this we would have kind of kept to our.
How much have you been keeping to yourself if you're still sitting at the table? You didn't tell me you walked away.
she's good.
Domby will tell you that his master does not have ill will towards these spirits. His way of releasing them is to essentially fulfill their unfinished business. And it's been somewhat controversial because there are people like the religious orders and arcane schools and things of that nature who don't believe that you should help spirits cross over, but you should actually just destroy them and be done with it. And he doesn't feel that that is the proper way to handle these spirits that act negative energy into the world.
I feel there's a question that needs to be answered. Has anyone here actually seen any spirits in Ship's Haven in the time you guys have?
Nope.
No, actually I haven't, but because of this holiday that you guys apparently are... Everything here is new for me, so if this event is making things more active, I haven't seen anything as active than they normally are.
I mean, the Trilambent is a spiritual and magical time. It's possible that play into it.
So this thing happens once a month. That means these ghosts are walking around at least once. Has nobody ever seen them? I mean,
I
it
think it
sounds
was
like
once a year. Was it? Was it
The Trilambit takes place monthly during 3 nights. And one of the ghosts, that's that he appears.
okay, so
For
they
the
are-
rest of them, they're except for one. Lady Adwile. She only appears during stormy nights. And you guys haven't seen anything to suggest that tonight's going to be a very calm outside.
I mean, there's also something to be said about the fact in the Knights of the Trilambent, Aurora's influence on this world is lowest point because it's when it's dark. So
Well, the Trilambent is when it's the brightest, and then it's darkest.
Is that
the Trilambent is actually a wonderful time. The Trilambent, there's the beautiful colors in the sky become even more brilliant. He says, I'm a spiritual man. He says, I believe that spirits deserve to move on and they shouldn't be stuck here. He says, I believe spirits should and not simply destroy.
Out to deal with undead when we didn't know what he's doing with the undead.
So I guess our agreement is we'll hunt this first one for you. But if he's wanting us to check anymore, he's going to have to show us what he's doing with them. Is everyone okay with that?
Fine with me, actually.
Domvi will scribble down the location where he is staying. And he again reminds one of them is time sensitive because Trilambent time. There is another one that they will only be able on a stormy night.
Right. Which it hasn't been stormy at all today, so it's like today at night's definitely not bad. So which one do we feel like I say let's one we get more information from the winter. Does anybody have any ties with that location?
Karma's gonna slowly, kind of awkwardly raise his hand.
Oh. Well then I guess you'd be
might.
Well, I guess you would be our face on approaching this one then.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Okay then.
Sure.
So, where is the Winterborn Academy of Arcane Arts in Shibhe?
I don't know. Let me check. Hold on. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I didn't expect you guys to go for this one, so you're gonna have to give me.
Alright, wait a minute. We're going after the one where he's got half the torso already, and this is a suspected necromancer. You sure you want?
This is just meant to be like an information gap session, right?
I would presume so. And from there, I would say, depending on their views on what, not say what we're doing, but see if anything would if anything would seem to be in line, maybe we can work out something to maybe.
Well, it's generally, how do I say, unless we have a really good contact in the academy, us just showing up with the right answer. They want us to know.
Having Karma be that individual to help us get through the door.
Thing is, I don't know how much the person I know is actually involved in the academy who knows someone named Winterborn.
Well, if anything, it's at least a start.
Okay, so Karma, you know that your contact, your friend, is a cleric of Aurora, and being that it is the Trilambent, she is more than likely at the time, as many of the religious people dedicated to Aurora do during this.
Alright. Who wants to go on a field trip to church? Alright, I guess I'll lead them to the Aurora Temple.